Today I'm going to share with you why I'm no longer wearing bras and panties. So the only exceptions when I do still wear panties is during my period or when I have certain outfits like a skirt, and the only times I still wear a bra, which is not really a bra but like a sports bra, is when I'm exercising. Most of the time I do like to have a little bit of support when I'm moving my body. Other than that, I have completely ditched underwear and I am so happy about it. And the main benefit, the main reason why I do it is because there is no discomfort and because of the freedom it gives me. If you know me, you know that I love freedom. I love being independent, feeling comfortable. I love comfortable clothes. And the same goes for underwear. Like most bras, most panties are not comfortable at all. I remember back in the days when I would go to school and I was still wearing bras, I always was looking forward to come back home from school and take my bra off. And one day my friend exposed me to the idea of just not wearing one anymore, and I was like, yeah, like if that is something I'm looking forward to, why not just have that feeling all day every day? So that's why I ditched bras. And also the second benefit is no saggy breasts. So when I was to wear bras, I literally had no muscles at all in my breasts. It's basically the same principle as wearing a sling and having your arm in that sling all day, every day. You basically are weakening the muscles in your arm, and one day you might not even be able to lift it anymore. And the same goes for your breasts. And after 1 or 2 years of having stopped to wear a bra, I finally started to have this feeling of, okay, my breast, there is some muscles in my breast. I can feel my breasts again and they are not sagging down. And yes, you might say, okay, I'm slim, I don't really have a lot of breasts, but I have lost a lot of weight recently. And even when my body was still overweight, I still didn't experience saggy breasts. So for me, that's a big advantage, and I don't know how many times I said the word saggy breasts now. So let's move on to number 3. Oh yeah, and in the end of this video, I'm also going to share with you the disadvantages of not wearing underwear. So there are still some to be aware of. And then the third one is less laundry. I usually change my pants every 3 to 4 days, even though I'm not wearing underwear. And if I had underwear, usually you don't have that much underwear, so then, I don't know, after 1 week you don't have any underwear anymore, then you need to wash your clothes. So I feel like usually I wash my clothes like every 2 weeks. I do my laundry, sometimes every 1.5 weeks. So it is not that often anymore, and especially I'm not dependent on having to wash my laundry anymore because there is no underwear to be washed. I do still wear socks though, and I have quite a few socks, so yeah. And then number 4 is that it is, despite what you might think it is actually more hygienic if, and that is a very important thing to note, you eat a clean diet. So I eat a very clean diet. I don't usually eat onion or garlic. I don't consume foods that take a lot of time, a lot of effort to digest, which might rot away in my body. I eat very clean fruits and vegetables, whole foods, plants. And also the thing is, like, the pants I wear, they're not directly like close to my yoni. So when I don't like have it directly there, then it isn't in contact with it all the time. It is a little bit hard to explain. So yeah, and thus there is more airflow. Whereas if you have like panties, they literally constrict the airflow down there. So I feel like there is a much bigger likelihood for infections and for like stuff accumulating down there. And it is really hard to describe because when I think about it from the head, I'm thinking like, this makes no sense. Like, it is of course way more hygienic to wear underwear and to like use that. But if you have once tried it out and experienced it, again with the note of combining that with a clean diet, then you will definitely know what I mean. And then benefit number 5 is that it just looks more natural. I mean, there is a reason why, for example, many women wear string tangas, which is the most uncomfortable thing you can wear, is because they don't want these like underwears, like they don't want the, how do you say, the shape of the underwear to be showing. And when you don't wear any underwear at all, you don't have that problem, because what I have found is most underwear that is comfortable, you'll always see that if you wear pants, and it just looks weird. And the same actually goes with breasts. I personally, nowadays, because I've gotten used to it already and so many of my friends aren't wearing bras, but when I now go to the city and I see a lot of women there wearing bras and having their like breasts constricted and not like having the natural shape of the breast, it just looks so unnatural to me. But that is also one of the disadvantages I wanted to mention. You know, it is still important to mention that most people in our society are not used to seeing free nipples, and I will honestly admit that when I was a teenager and I would see women on the street where you could see their nipples, I would make fun of them. Like, I wouldn't really say it to my friends, but internally I would make fun of them or think it's weird. But really, it isn't weird. And yeah, so I think that's just important to mention. And to me, the trade-off for having so much more comfort and freedom is well worth it. But to me, that is a disadvantage. Many people are not used to it, and then they maybe sometimes look weird at you, even though that really hasn't happened too often to me. Yeah, and then the last advantage is that it really allows me to embrace my body the way it is. I don't feel like I have to cover anything up or hide anything, but I can just embrace it as it is. And yeah, and then another disadvantage I also want to mention to wrap this video up is that some people misunderstand the fact that I'm not wearing underwear, and they think that I'm doing that because I want to provoke people or something. I mean, I haven't had any experience where somebody said that to me, but like I could feel that kind of vibe going on sometimes, and also from having talked with other people who don't wear bras or who don't wear underwear, it is very easily misunderstood from people. But again, I don't blame them, I don't judge them, because you know, we have been so conditioned in our society to wear underwear, and most people are just not used to it.